It's the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in.
Is there a way, do you know if there's a way for people to transfer, let's say you have a property, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you pass it down to your son through a trust without him having to deal with like taxes or anything? Like, does that have to be a purchase, or can you say, hey, I want this to transfer to X person when I'm gone?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So see, as say a trust is a LLC, like a business, right? Like I am the owner, but not the owner. I'm giving again, the beneficiary to, that's my son, right? Technically the owner. So again, if I go into a nursing home, I don't have any assets. I don't have any assets. Don't come to me. I don't have any assets in my name. So all that's transfer. You could do it that way. And also you could put your kids on deeds and they're not responsible for the mortgage if they're on a deed, right? You just putting them on a deed. A deed you could get done in 2 minutes, right? So it's a lot of ways you could transfer or give ownership to your children, to your friends, to your family, to a stranger, instead of selling. Like you could, with a deed and I don't think a lot of people understand the power of just getting your name on a deed. You own a home and you say, Alex, I want you to buy this home. I said, bro, I want to buy your home, but I don't got the down payment right now. This is what's going to happen. But, and you be like, you know what? This is what I want you to do, Alex. I'm going to put you on my deed. And then in 6 months, this refinance. Once you refinance, take all the cash you want, right? You're going to pay me what I want, but you're going to kick me off the deed. Now I skipped the down payment, right? I skipped closing costs, and now I'm my own homeowner. That's simple. You just got to wait that 6 months.
Got it. Hey, we're just getting started and a whole lot of game already. So how did you get into real estate? So we know, you purchased a property for your son, you purchased, you took over your mother's home,
Mhm.
and it had to start somewhere. So how did you get into real estate? Where did this idea of real estate come from?
All right. So I was in 10th grade and I took the first time home buyers class in 10th grade.
In 10th grade?
I leave high school, bro, and go to this class. And I don't even know why I was there, but I knew they didn't have an age limit. So I was like, why not? Did it. And then fast forward, I graduated high school. I got a job at Bank of America. And that's where I learned money and was introduced to a mortgage broker. I knew the difference between a loan officer and a mortgage broker, right? But I was going to school for business administration. So we had an assignment and the professor said, you know what? I want you all go home, buy something and treat it like a business. And I was like, all right, bet. So, a couple of months came back, said, I bought a home. The professor's like, what? He said, yeah, I bought a home. So, oh my God. So I'm 20 years old. I bought my first investment home, 2-family in Dorchester and in Boston, right? And the professor's going crazy. Professor's going nuts. I was like, I got something else to tell you. He said, you got more? I said, I got more. He said, what it is? I said, this is the last time you're going to ever see me because I can't pay for school and my mortgage. And that's the last time he ever seen me. That's the last time he ever seen me. So that's how I got into real estate.
Wow. You got a whole lot to unpack there. So first, 20 years old.
Yep.
Most people that age are not thinking about buying a property.
I should have been buying Jordans. Yep.
Right. So 20 years old, how do you even come up with the money? Like, how do you find the deal? Like, how did you put all those pieces together?
All right. So I was actually making real good money for my age. I started at 19. I was making real good money at the bank, right? Again, for my age. And I also had another job. right? And so my brother also was supposed to. Well, my brother, we had an agreement where we was gonna go half on a home, and so he put up his, I had mine, and mortgage broker. Remember I told you
Hmm.
mortgage broker. So a mortgage broker is like the difference between our, a bank lender, right? A lender that works for a bank, a loan officer. Loan officer is Gap. You can only buy Gap. If the Gap pants don't fit you, you're screwed. A mortgage broker is Marshalls. If Gap, if this brand don't fit you, they got another brand and another brand and another brand and another brand. What? You don't got that type of income? We got another product. You don't got that type of credit? We got another product. Oh, your work history? Don't worry about it. We have another product. So that's the difference between the two. So when I figured that out young, it's a no-brainer, right? It's not what products, it's not finding a bank with good products, is finding a bank that have products that fit me. And that's a mortgage broker. And that's, I think, where everyone sleeps on, right? So mortgage broker hooked me up with a bad loan. It was horrible. It was adjustable rate. I'm 20 years old and, I'm excited to buy this house. And I buy the house, my brother's like, yeah, I can't do this with you, right? So now I lost my partner. I buy a house, I have adjustable rate. Now I'm broke at this point. Like the rate went from like $2,300 to like 3,200, right? This is when this bad rates was out, right? So I got another job. Like I said, I completely dropped out of school and spent every credit card I could possibly spend on renovating one of the units to get someone in there ASAP. That didn't help. Then I looked into bankruptcy. And it was part of. It's like I was in this time of my life. I had to decide, am I eating or am I buying gas? That's how bad it was, right? But honestly, I never thought about selling the home. We just gotta figure this out. Back against the wall. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna file bankruptcy. I'm gonna get rid of the junior loan. I'm going to then get a loan modification, right? And a loan modification is just when they put your debt to the back, right? Because my house was upside down at the point. I owed like $389 and the house was worth like $160, right? So I did the loan modification, and when I did that, ever since I had a fixed rate. That particular home is doing very very well financially, and I got jumped right back in the game and started buying more homes once I understood and matured in the industry.
Got it. What year was that?
Which year?
What year was that you bought that property? The first
in
one?
06.
Got it.
I bought April 06.
I had a feeling.
08 came.
Yes.
09 came.
Yes.
It was done deal for me. So it was again, and then, and mind you, so I bought it at 20. I had a job until 23, where I quit my job at 23. I thought I was smarter than my boss, but my boss was smarter than me because obviously he my boss, right? So I quit my job, and I remember like this in my life, I didn't know what was next. It was the first time I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I ran to my mom. She was at Walgreens and I'm crying. And I said, Mom, this is what happened. And she said, I never worried about you and I'm not going to start worrying about you today. And I think that's all I needed to hear. I never went back to a job a day in my life. 23 was the last time I had a boss. I'm 36 now, and that's, a lot of properties later, so it was one of those decisions. I think everything just happened for a reason. Real estate made my life beautiful, allowed me to see the world, so yeah.
Hi everyone, Sam here from the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Make sure to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button and to visit us at blackrealestatedialogue.com.